Alright, welcome back to Random Toy Review. This is the first one in about a week or so, because I did go over the weekend to a convention for old toys somewhere. And I have a really cool pickup that I want to show you. But that'll probably be, well, I have two actually, but those will be the next two reviews. For now, we're going to look at something I haven't done before. Well, kind of. I did do a Star Wars review once before, but that was for like the Phantom Menace. I have never touched the Black Series. Excuse me, until now. This is Darth Vader from A New Hope. The original, 1977. Anyway, now before I take a look at him, I'm going to do something that I've pretty much never done before on RTR. The packaging. Might as well, am I right? Now, the cool thing about the packaging is that you can actually keep it and display the figure inside the packaging. You can repackage it back in there and display this like on a wall or a shelf, or if you're moving and you need to put them in storage. It's good to have this just to kind of slide it in there and rather than just throwing it away and having it go to a landfill or recycle, even whatever. But the packaging is pretty cool. It has Darth Vader on the side here, an artist depiction of him. It says Star Wars A New Hope at the bottom. Darth Vader there. It says the Black Series on top. The back is pretty much the same exact thing, except for well, you got a bio. It says during the Galactic Civil War. We all know who Darth Vader is, alright? It says 06 A New Hope, or 06 Star Wars. I'm not sure what that means. The Black Series has been around for quite a while, actually. I'm not that educated on the line. I think I have another Star Wars friend who really is, but this figure is copyrighted from 2023, so I'm assuming that's when this figure was released. But anyway. Stand him up. Maybe bring him down just a little bit, or can't bring the camera down just a tiny bit. There we go. Now we're at roughly eye level. Now the first thing we're going to do is basically with any figure I do, if it's a humanoid figure, is face reveal, not the chest reveal. I think we all know what his chest looks like. Face reveal. That is pretty much classic Darth Vader, right there, in the flesh and everything. The eyes are kind of grayish. It looks like they are, no, they're not translucent. They're kind of painted grayish. It would look cool if they were kind of painted like a dark red, but that wouldn't really be accurate to the original film, so I get what they went with. There is, as you can see, a metallic gray blend. I guess the term is wash or whatever on the neck here, which adds detail. I think it would look a little bland if it was all pure black. So I'm glad they kind of went that in there. You can see the lighting on it kind of highlights it a bit. You know, it looks different from a certain angle. I really like that about him. Other details, you can see the chest, very detailed. Pretty much dead accurate to what we see in the movie. Even like all the detailing in there, he looks great. On the glove too, I mean, he looks just fantastic. Over by the legs, everything, even behind him. Nope. If you can see all that in the camera, there we go. I mean, this dude is really well done. The cape is massive on this guy. He might have trouble standing. Not because of him. Well, maybe because of him. His feet are kind of small. Wait, nah. The wrong button. Hold up. His feet are a little small. But, that's because, you know, he's a normal human, so he's going to have small feet. And again, the cape kind of gets in the way, but that's just the nature of the character, you know. It's a big cape. Look how big that is. Like, this dude could be Batman. You can wrap it all around him like that. Check that out, like a taquito. That's amazing. Anyway, So I guess we'll go over articulation on him. So the neck is basically, it can go, I think in theory it could go full 360, but he does kind of bump into stuff. So I'm probably not going to do that, but side to side and kind of up and down, not really. That's about all you get. The shoulders go out about that far. He's pointing in that direction now. And of course, a full 360 rotate this way. You got bicep swivel, I think, or forearm, I should say, forearm swivel. That's full 360. And then the elbow is, I'd say maybe 89 degrees there. Basically 90. And then the wrist, if you can see the wrist, it's all black. Go back and forth. And it can 360 swivel. Again, it's a humanoid character, or figurine. So the articulation is going to be a bit hampered because they're trying to have those realistic proportions, but the waist kind of moves around like this. That's about all I can do. The feet legs can go out like that, out backwards. You can rotate them at the thighs, full 360. The knees, knees are really good. Like, you don't mess with that knee. That's a real good knee. And then you get pretty much like ankle, really good ankle articulation. Like, wow, really good. Like, dang. All right, hold up. He'll be back in camera. Don't worry. I just gotta He's all discombobulated. I want to rearrange him. So there you go. He's a really good figure. I'd say he's good for display, good for stop motion. Now the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to compare him to pretty much one of the only other Black Series figures that I have, or at least I have on me right now. That's how he scales next to the Finn from Force Awakens. I think a much earlier release. Like, this guy was actually from like 2015 or something. So there you go. And his accessories, he gets his trusty lightsaber, the classic one we all know and love. It is a really, out of the way, now the camera will focus, a really good translucent red. I love the translucent red on it. It looks way better in person than it does on camera, believe me. And the actual lightsaber itself, the hilt, is also extremely detailed. Like, they really went in there and got everything like pitch perfect. And of course it goes in his right arm, or his right hand. It's a tight fit. You gotta squeeze it in there and pray that you don't bend or break something. Come on, get in there. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So now he's holding it out like that. Or can you hold it in two arms? Come on. I know you can. It's, again, kind of a tight fit, but he absolutely can. Again, the cape is Finley. The cape is very much like, it kind of gets in the way. But yeah, you can have him hold it in both hands like that. And let's see if he will hold it above his head like he's about to strike down. Not really. It's a bit too stiff. Not enough clearance. But anyway, he can hold it up like that. So that looks pretty neat. Again, it's a little limited because it's trying to maintain realistic proportions. But it's a beautiful display piece. Very much looks like Darth Vader hopped off the screen. So anyway, that's basically my entire review for a Black Series Darth Vader. Not too much to him, but again, beautiful looking display. If you're a fan of original trilogy Star Wars, then I highly recommend you pick this guy up if you can find him.